looky there. We're live. Very good. Okay, hey everybody, Donnie here from PSVG, and I wanted to stream some Red Dead, just so I can keep playing it a little bit, and the family went to go do a trick-or-treat thing, like a church, so I thought I'd go ahead and get some of this in. I'm trying to check my mic levels, so apologies. Everything looks good on my end, but we'll see. See if anybody in the chat says anything about it. My Xbox was giving me fits a minute ago. I booted it up and it just went all staticky and like, just, I don't know what happened. It like broke. But a reboot fixed it all.
So, here we are.
Whew. Okay. Sorry everybody, I'm in a Discord rant with Seth of all people. Go figure. So let's see here. I've been playing on my 4K TV, so I may need to either brighten up my own screen or brighten up the game. It's really dark for me right now. Let's try boosting it just a little. Oh wow, it resets everything because I'm not on HDR anymore. Or the 4K, wow. I think it was like somewhere right there, so let's just try that. That's better. Okay.
The Greys had to substantially
So I'm somewhere in chapter 3. I've made it to whatever this south area is.
You know how it is.
I just went and hopped by the saloon, sorry. All stores are closed. We get Dutch over here, and then I'm supposed to go investigate this hotel, which I guess I'll do that first. That should be fun. Alright. I gotta turn that off. Or I'm gonna keep being distracted by Discord. So I'm gonna take another look at my coffee, and then we're gonna go check out this hotel. And horses around the side.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I met the owner's wife. Okay, boy.
Still might be a little dark for my own liking, but
Just calm down, please.
You want to play games,
What
do
are
you?
you doing?
Come on!
No, get off of me. Ow!
How's that?
Stop it,
We need
please.
to tell the truth now so we can end this!
is he hitting a woman?
You get your hands up! You brought hell down on yourself! Have this! I'm taking a liking to killing you!
Yeah, it's still really dark. Wow. My monitor's turned up too. It's just really dark. I guess that's it. That's all the way up. Generally, I've been playing as just like a really ruthless, terrible, bad dude. But
Idiot!
I can't just like let dudes hit women. So much for trying to jump that fence. There we go.
You boys don't run much, huh? Go drink some moonshine, you damn louts! You get off our land, goddamn! Same goes for you, sons of bitches! Yes, I did! Faces like a man, you coward! Goddamn breakaways sneaking about here! How are we not here? Oh, forget it. Go.
the moonlight in this game, like all the times at night when the moon is shining, is just really, really pretty. It's probably the best I think I've ever seen in a game in terms of like a lighting effect. It's really good. It really makes me want that Red Dead Nightmare.
What do you want, boy?
This here the Gray Plantation?
Yep. Caliga Hall. And that's as close as you're getting to it.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble. Wanted me to have a word with a few of the folks on the property here.
Emmett Lee. All right. Have a word. But I ain't got the time to help you.
Obliged. Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region, and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
Hey, mister.
Cocksucker.
Jeez.
Relax.
Did I just lose the person I was supposed to talk to? I guess that's him.
Huh. I'll see you at the sheriff's office.
Excuse me, friend.
We friends?
Not yet, but here's hoping.
I guess.
We don't get a lot of traveling men here, and suddenly there's a whole phalanx of mysterious but strangely helpful Yankees about the place.
Is there?
What are you doing here?
I was just looking for work.
Well, looking for something. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
I got a secret of my own.
Are you secretly normal?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Thing is, I don't care if you kill the whole lot of us and the Braithwaites.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I love her, you know.
Love who?
Penelope. But it's impossible.
Well, love tends to be complicated.
She's a Braithwaite. I'm Bo Gray, son of Tavish Gray, nephew of Lee Gray, the sheriff, grandson of old Murdo Gray. We Grays have been loyal to the state and murderous to the Braithwaites for so long now, no one can even quite explain why. Beyond blind loyalty and stupidity, I'm supposed to be loyal to some nonsense while she's amazing. She's like a woman from the future. She's like tomorrow, if tomorrow turns out fine.
Well, I'm sorry for your predicament.
Would you help?
I don't want to get involved. Gang feuds. It seems unseemly.
I'll pay. I've got money. We Grays, we've always got money. No brains, mind, but money.
Well, in that case.
I know she loves to sit out in the gazebo on the edge of the Braithwaite property. Take her this letter and this bracelet, please. Oh, look out for their guards. They're worse with strangers than ours are.
Hey, Ted. It's, I don't know. I've played quite a bit of it so far. I think I was looking at the compendium that you get in the social club. I'm in chapter 3. I think there's like chapter 6 and like an epilogue. So I'm like maybe just almost halfway through it. I'm trying to save some of my thoughts for the podcast. It's good game, don't get me wrong. We all know that. The hype for it, though, I think at least for me, it feels misplaced. There was a lot of talk about this game and, you know, how it changes the way narratives are like unfold and explained, and I'm not really seeing that, or the story, and, you know, I've seen a lot of people talk about how slow the game is and how it's purposeful to make you feel like it's real world. I mean, it's really slow. I don't necessarily think it was a good decision to make it this slow. I don't think it makes the game better. I think it might turn a lot of people off to it, but it's still a good game. It's beautiful. I mean, that's obviously to see. The story, okay. It's alright so far. It's not my favorite story. I haven't seen anything at the moment that makes me feel like it's better than the first one. And I wasn't, you know... If you've listened to our podcast, ever heard me talk about Red Dead, I mean, I liked Red Dead, but I was never, this is, you know, game of the generation, best game of the year, best game, you know. And I really love Rockstar games. And, you know, like these long horse rides that you see me doing right now, like, I have to do this. You always have to do this. Like, there is a quick travel system, but it's not, like, good. It's not like any other game. Like, you can only quick travel from camp to another location that you've already explored. And then you gotta pay like $450 just to do it. It's kind of a mess. I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Also, I'm interested in talking with the rest of our team whenever we podcast about it. Probably this week on PSVG. Maybe listening to how different their story is from mine. Because, you know, I'm playing... My Arthur Morgan's just an asshole. Like, I'm really trying to play into this just outlaw, gangster, terrible person idea. Where I'm just, leaving people by the wayside, beating up everybody that says something wrong to me. Like, I'm just really playing like an a-hole, you know. I don't want to be Mr. John Marston, who, you know, the lovable outlaw cowboy who can only do, you know, wants to do good, but always does bad. Like, I've played that story. Yeah, the slowness hasn't, there's parts of it that have bugged me. I mean, you get a mission that you have to do that is on the other side of the entire map. And you just have to ride, you know, for 10 minutes. That bothers me a little. Now, that's not like the worst thing I've ever done, because typically, like in a Rockstar game, you know, you drive like in GTA or something, and you'd come across a bunch of stuff to do. There's some of that here. It's like dynamic. You'll have like a mission pop up or so, but there's not nearly as much as I would expect from like a Rockstar game. So like right now, for example, this is the map, and there's some things to do, like all these grayed out icons. Like those are stores and stuff, and you can go into the towns, but you'll see like I don't have a whole lot of missions. And even when I was, I guess, probably into more of an open part of the world than I am right now, I still didn't have a whole lot of missions. So it's not like you were driving across and you come across, you know, 5-10 things to do. You just kind of drive. You just kind of ride. You just ride your horse for a little bit. You can hunt. You know, you'll find animals you can hunt, and that's fun. At least for a little bit. There's also not like really a whole lot of things to do, like out in. It's just kind of wilderness, which I guess, you know, is realistic. That's probably exactly what it was. It's kind of what pieces of Georgia and Texas and all that places are now. But like there's, you know, for a video game, like for Spider-Man, that's what I was kind of thinking about it. Like for Spider-Man, if Spider-Man did half of the things this game did, I'd imagine like a lot of people would really hate it. So it's just interesting, different, different type of game. It is gorgeous. It's been real buggy, especially for a Rockstar game. It's been real buggy. I've captured a couple things, kind of Fallout or Skyrim-ish. I've gotten some things that have just like, floating in midair. It's kind of why I wanted to stream it. I wanted to see if I could get any of it on video. I've captured some like with clips. There's this weird thing that keeps happening to me where, let's say I go to buy something in a store or search something in a barrel. Like I go up to it and I click the button to action, and then like he does this weird thing where he gets like super slow motion and he tries to like kind of walk away for a couple steps and just pauses. You're like, what is going on? And then he turns around and comes back and like opens the book or grabs it's just odd. And you're like, what is happening right now? My wife saw one of them yesterday. I was trying to, what was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to brush my horse. So I went to go brush my horse, and you have to focus on things with like the left trigger. So I focused on the horse, I clicked the button, and then like he moved like he was going to do something, just paused for like, I don't know, 5 seconds, which you notice because, it's a video game. Like I think we're all pretty used to, we press the button, we want something to happen. And then like out of nowhere, he just leaned down and started making a campfire. And like that wasn't even an option. To make a campfire, you have to click like the other trigger, and then you have to click over to here, and then you got to do this just to like do it. Like, that type of stuff is weird. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Why is this game doing this? So, yeah, some stuff like that. A little weird. But I mean, I'm still playing it. I mean, obviously can't hate it that much. I've been playing it around the clock this weekend, trying to get some time into it. I do like open world games. I typically do. Can I swim? Are there like gators in this water? Am I gonna die? I mean, we're down here in the south now. I don't know where I am. I think it's like to be expected that we're in like Mississippi or Louisiana, but I have no idea. I'm gonna jump in the water and see if I die. I don't know. Maybe they don't want me to go in. You can't really swim. But I haven't seen a gator, and nobody's really like told me they exist. The stamina stuff here is not the most fun. It's way different than Breath of the Wild because you can't do anything with it really besides walk or run faster or swim. But like you can't swim underwater, you can't climb things, so like it just kind of feels, I don't know, dumb. I'm always wondering, I'm like, why? You see how slow he walks? So like if you just hold, this is his walking speed. It's really slow. So you're constantly tapping the button to walk faster. And then when he hits animations like this, he just slows down on his own. You can't do much.
Are you Penelope Braithwaite?
Why, yes, I am.
I've got a letter for you.
Oh.
And a gift.
A letter and a gift. Well, we don't even know each other.
Well, it's not from me. It's from,
From Bo.
It's from Bo.
Oh, he is so...
Strange.
Yes, he's a little strange, but also so human. The rest of our families are stuck in the dark ages, or, well, I don't know, cave people, perhaps. Bo's different, but if they find out, they'll kill him and send me to live someplace awful like Ohio.
Ah, I'm from Ohio.
You ever
Damn.
been to Ohio, sir?
No.
Well, neither of
Awful
us.
like
My uncle
Ohio.
has a factory there. He was sort of the black sheep on account of having left. But now they tolerate him because he's a vicious snob. Families are there's something else. You got a family, sir?
No, not really.
Well, they tolerate him because of the money. But me, with my ideas above my station, they can't stand.
That sounds pretty complicated.
That's from Ohio too.
Quite what to say.
Nothing to say, except I hope they all rock.
There's nothing wrong with Ohio, right?
I don't.
Said the song.
Well, maybe a bit. But here.
I get used to it from being from Cleveland,
Will you give
like the
this to him?
national make fun of city.
Sure.
Now I have to go all the way back. great. Super fun. Is there like a boat or something I can take? Ooh, there is a boat. I wonder if I can take it. You know, the guy really, the guy moves pretty terribly, I would imagine, by most standards. Like, the guy plays like you're driving a tank. You know, it's like playing Resident Evil or something again. It's a cool rainbow. How far do I have to go to get out of this? So pretty. I'm gonna go to that island then. Let's go to the island. See if there's anything on the island. Known for the pumpkin show. What town do you live in? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But my mom and I kind of moved around a lot. So I lived partly in Brooklyn Heights in Cleveland and in Parma. And I lived in Columbus and High Street and Grove City, and you know, I kind of lived around. Dayton for a little while, Edgewood, Circleville. I've never been there. Been to like Chillicothe. So we have this island out here, and there's nothing to do on it whatsoever. There's nothing to pick. There's nothing to find. Which is okay. Maybe there's stuff on the other ones. But... ooh, what is that? That's a turtle? How do I kill the turtle? Let's see if I can knife it. I don't have my horse, and he'll decompose before I get it back, but let's skin the turtle. Oh, and thanks for stopping by, Ted, man. Enjoy your lunch. Have to check in on the Browns game. Speaking of Ohio. Okay. So where am I supposed to go? I killed the animal. I gotta get back to him. So let's get above here. Which kind of means turning around, I guess. What a beautiful game.
go, boy.
And now I get to ride all the way back.
Yep. Remember me? I'm working for the Grays now.
All right. Come on.
You got my money?
Sure. Did she give anything? For me?
Yes.
Might I have it?
Sure. But it'll cost you. I can't be bothered. Here, take it.
Thank you, Arthur. You're... Thank you. My God. What a woman. She's... This'll get her killed for sure.
What?
Women's suffrage. Around here, they don't even like men voting. They'd bring back the monarchy given half the chance. Progress is a dirty word in these parts. Unlike incest,
Excuse me?
I don't want to marry my cousin Matilda. I want to marry Penelope. But they're gonna... They'll kill her at one of those rallies they're holding. They've done it before. Mister, you gotta help.
No, I'm afraid I don't want no part of it.
I'll pay. My family, we've still got some money.
Fine. Just no more running around with letters.
Thank you. Come on. We better get going. Mount up, all right, and follow me to Rhodes. Come on! Come on! Yeah! We'll go around the property and take the road to town.
Easy, boy. Calm down.
I can't be calm. If we don't get there in time, my true love may be shot.
If she wants to rally, you gotta let her rally.
Well, good as the cause is, I can't let her become a martyr to it. I want to marry a flesh and blood woman, not a statue in her honor.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
There! There they are!
Bo, what are you doing here?
I cannot let you go through with this. You'll be killed.
I'm prepared to die for the cause, Bo. You know that.
Do something, please.
Do what? Fight this mob?
We must begin.
They'd eat me alive.
This is no laughing matter, sir. They need protecting from certain elements. Mostly my family. Penelope, I beg you.
I'll tell you what. Your friend here can drive the wagon for us. It'll allow us to shout all the louder. Hooray!
Sure.
Miss Calhoun! Miss Calhoun! My friend here says he can drive the wagon.
Well, Olive Calhoun. Normally I like to drive myself, but today I feel like a man joining us sends the right message.
Well, I ain't never been in a protest march before, madam.
Well, just treat us like the sheep, and the folks attacking us like the wolves, and I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Shall we go? All right, ladies. We know our song is a good one, and we know our cause is a pure one.
Yes, ma'am.
Let liberty reign! We're mothers, wives, housekeepers, and daughters. We cook the food and we fetch the water. Now, take us down Main Street, right through town to the steps of the Bank of Rhodes, Mr. What was your name?
Arthur Morgan.
Very good, Mr. Morgan. Not too quick, and not too slow. We need them to hear our voice.
Well, they'll hear it all right.
Very good, very good. Mr. Morgan, are you an old friend of the movement?
I'm just a driver, Mrs. Calhoun. Maybe a shotgun messenger if it comes to it. I hope it won't.
Our message will be delivered peaceably, Mr. Morgan. You can keep your shotgun to yourself. Stay on Main Street. It's a left up here, Mr. Morgan. Look at these people. It's about to get exciting. I can feel it.
I believe you might be right.
Good day, Sheriff. I trust you'll make sure it's a peaceful assembly. Oh, do give it a rest, you sorry fool. Mr. Morgan, I give you the male of the species.
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb specimen, I grant it.
A little further, please. Stop just past the bank. This spot is fine, sir. Ladies, get down!
Come on! Go home! Shut your mouth! What are you doing? The hell is going on here? Oh my God! Go shitting and causing all this trouble. You don't even know what's
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great day for all of us. For today is the day we begin to live as equals. Yes, equal, sir. Fair and equal.
This is unnatural. This is nonsense.
Fair, equal, and free, just as the Founding Fathers intended.
Founding fathers, not founding mothers, you silly old goat.
His philosophy dependent on biology.
What the hell you doing here, boy?
Keep your voice down. I'm trying to listen to the speech.
Hello, darling cousin. Don't you ever speak to me like that.
What are you doing here?
Listening, I suppose.
Go help Bo. His cousin is a moron. And stop them from ruining the speech.
You need to learn yourself some manners, cousin.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Oh, you always was
Bo,
a cocky little...
weren't we just leaving?
Who the hell is this?
Follow me around here.
What? You'll hit me?
Come on.
Sir, can you not see how idiotic you are?
Come on, Bo. Let's go. Quick now.
We gotta go before they think twice. Oh, Lord. Follow me. I know a place. It's an old battlefield no one goes to.
America, but a land of the future. A land of equality. A land of progress. Look at the beautiful land we have built.
You don't want to go back and hear the speeches? I ain't voted before, but kind of getting hot for voting rights.
I don't know whether to take you seriously, Mr. Morgan. My cousins are my primary concern right now. If everyone knows about Penelope and me...
Everyone knows about Penelope and you. I know about Penelope and you, and I've been here all of 10 minutes. The sooner it's out, the sooner it's resolved.
The sooner it's dealt with, you mean? We're dealt with. Our families, the Grays and the Braithwaites, we bury our secrets, and we bury them deep.
Your secrets and your treasure.
You know, Catherine Braithwaite's got a daughter. No one's seen her in years. She weren't right, you know, and Penelope said...
I ain't heard about daughters. I heard about gold.
But Yankee gold? I fear that's just a story, Mr. Morgan. But I don't know. This is awful.
Nobody died. Ain't that awful.
My cousins are vindictive bastards. My brothers are vindictive bastards. My cousins are worse.
They started it.
I know, but
You should leave.
I will. As soon as I have enough money. When my family... We have money, but I don't.
Is your family very rich?
Yes, well, I believe so. But, they keep me out of the discussions. I have more of a... artistic temperament, so...
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yes. Oh, you made a joke. I really love her. I do.
Well, stick around. Maybe you can die for her as well.
I thought you were trying to make me feel better.
Look, I gotta go.
Me too. Oh, damn! I'm gonna be late. My uncle is quite as bad as you would imagine. Here, your payment. Thank you. Excuse me.
I'll stay there, boy.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Oh, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name, and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Hey Ted, welcome back. I was thinking about myself getting something. I don't know, today's my wife's birthday. I know she wants to go out to dinner,
We need to get
so I probably shouldn't, like, eat a big meal.
Archibald?
I should text her, actually. Go ahead and do that before I decide what to do. I may just grab a quick sandwich. All right.
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is...
I do wish, they've got this app that you can basically do all this map stuff, and you can like order weapons from the store and whatnot. But it only works on my Pixel phone. It doesn't work on my Pixel book. Weird. Doesn't work on my tablet. Also weird. And it's kind of a bummer because I think I understand, or at least I think I understand maybe some reasoning for having it. Because there are times when I'm driving along, I want to see more on my mini map than I do. Like, it's so close. I want to zoom it out so I can see the things that I might be passing by or driving by. Or, if I had the app, I'd like to turn it off and just have it up next to me, but I can't. I do wish I could do that, because I'm constantly opening, and that's the other thing, I wish I could open the map with, like, it sounds so dumb. I wish I could open the map with one button, but no, I gotta hit start, and I gotta go to the map, do this, zoom out, look for what I want, click it, and go all the way back, every time. That's a dumb thing to say, because it's not that big of a deal, but when you do it, 30, 40, 50 times a chapter, you're just kind of like, here we go.
Of course! Who else would be?
You were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for
They do have this thing, though. If you hold down the button, you can activate the cinematic camera.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Here's another thing, though. When you do this, I have no idea where I'm going, because I can't see the map.
Well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now
they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Greys and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon?
These damn flies. I swear they got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while.
Look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open.
Ugh.
No. This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Don't dwell on it. Let's just move on. Look. Suit and tie. One bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
See, that's that weird stuff I was talking about. I tried to get on, and he moved to the side. There, now it...
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone. Go right at the crossroads.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. They're right again here. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to them. Don't even look them in the eye. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, understood? Round them up and take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How will you handle this?
Well, the way I said...
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job. Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them.
A fine idea. Hush. Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
Apparently I did not need to walk this far over here. I thought I was being smart. I think he just like walked through the water.
See one by the bridge over there? What are you doing? I saw another one guarding the still. I'll get this feller trussed up.
Deal with the last one, get him to the wagon. Add him to the pile, Arthur.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure, anyone but him.
So,
Think you're real funny, don't you?
tell me about these.
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
That belongs to the Lemoyne Raiders, you sons of bitches! Shit! We got men over here! Christ alive! Messing with us southern boys!
Clear.
No.
Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Are we getting out of here then?
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it.
Yeah, Ted, the online thing could be really fun with this game. They could have a little more, you know, activity. Watching this game at nighttime, like when the moonlight and the stars are out and stuff, really makes me want Red Dead sorry, I'm trying to listen and talk. Really makes me want an Undead Nightmare a lot, because it looks really good. And that was, and you know, to be fair, that was my favorite part of Red Dead 1 anyway. It was the Undead Nightmare expansion. The Wild West turned into like a zombie horror was right down my alley. It was super fun.
Why don't I race you back?
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay. On my word. Set, go! You never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that.
So I've got these tonic things that I never use. It looks like I can't use them for this race. So, better keep an eye on my horse's stamina.
I sure hope you ride faster than that when the law's on your tail.
Easy.
How far am I away from the... Where are we going? Back to camp. The music's fantastic. That is spot on. The music is really, really good. So I got a little bit. Save some of my stamina for that final run. Could be burning out all early.
Unless you catch a second wind, this won't be much of a race.
I'm just picking my moment, Dutch. It's sad to think back to you in your prime.
Where am I way now? Still a little bit away, so wait till we get on that trail about halfway through. And then really kick it up a notch. Save some energy, save some energy, save some energy. Let's get through the woods, get through the woods, get through the woods. He's gonna try to get around me. See if I can just hold him off a little bit. Alright, let's go.
knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
Oh, I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
So I guess I could eat.
Hurry up, Pearson, I'm starving.
Let's wait. Here looks okay. Let's just rest.
Arthur.
Haven't received anything from you in a while, Mr. Morgan. All right,
Where the
Pearson.
flowers have been.
Well, better than nothing, Pearson.
Drops on us warmly now. As when the summer nights were nigh.
Don't you overcook this now, Pearson.
Never dip so low. Down
It all
affection
counts, Pearson.
cloud the sky. Sun
Thank you, Arthur.
never dip so low.
I went to the city for herstory and oil. All my world traveling and roaming around. I spied a fair
What's the
maiden
sheriff's
so
costume all
lovely.
about?
And gently to her I did say, well, let me ride your ring-dang-do. She pulled up her garment so scared it would soil. I out with old Phoenix went boring for oil. I had
Up that hilly slope we climb. Watch the dying of the day. Hear the distant church bell chime.
You busy, Arthur?
Watch the dying of the day. Hear the distant church bell chime.
I can't talk to her.
Matters little now, Lorena. Past the eternal past. Our heads soon lie low, Lorena. Lights
Javier? I heard about a house. Could be interesting.
What kind of a house?
I don't know. A couple fellas I heard in town, they said it was really freakish. A family local boogeymen, I guess. But they're crooked in every way.
So?
Well, so these boys thought they were sitting on a lot of cash. They're highway robbers, kidnappers, apparently. They're well hidden in the woods.
That sounds pretty dubious.
Of course, yeah, it's dubious, but there ain't much risk of getting caught.
Okay, then. Let's go take a look.
Exactly. Just take a look. It's up north, on the other side of the river from Valentine. Best way there is through Cumberland Falls.
Where am I going? On the other side of Valentine. Oh no. This is the part of the game where you're just like,
Sure.
why? It'd be like a 20-minute horse ride. And not only is it like a 20-minute horse ride there, it's like a 20-minute horse ride back. I should have just did another story mission. But most of the time, these side missions have good rewards. Earn some money. Oh, did they skip me up there? Looks like it. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. That's so good. Whew. That's the first one that's done that. That's interesting. They must just know that this was like a really long ride.
Just up the hill this way. Follow me.
It's like, Ted, like, this is like, see the moonlight through the trees and stuff? Like, the nighttime in this game is probably about as good as I've ever seen it.
Sure.
Apparently, his family's been isolated
You know what?
for so long they started talking in
I need to change clothes. It's cold up here.
Well, you just keep selling me on this job, don't you?
I should maybe, let's see here. Can I take, nope. These are just handguns. Let's take my bow. Yeah, the nighttime stuff is like the first thing I thought of when I thought about Undead Nightmare or something like online. They did something like spooky inside the game engine. Zombies, anything like that. That'd be really good.
Big place, right? You got your binoculars? See,
Must be a lot of people living here. A large house. Well, there's a pretty big barn in the back. It's not a bad place to start looking. Stash could be in any one of them buildings, and who knows how many people are in there. I ain't sure about this.
damn it. All right, let's just get down there and take a closer look.
Yeah, Ted, this is on Xbox, and I'm just on my my Acer monitor. So I've been playing it in this is the first time I've played it. I don't like streaming on my TV because I don't like the Twitch app, and I'd rather stream on Twitch than Mixer. So I bring the Xbox over here to my computer and plug it in.
Yeah, so far.
It looks really good, even in 1080p, but in 4K. There are some moments in 4K where you're just like, whoa, this is a really good looking game.
Hey, keep it down. I hear voices.
This is like the part of the game, so like I'm pressing the button to go, and I just can't. I can't go anywhere. Like I just have to walk, you know.
hide behind this shed. See if we can hear what they're saying.
It's like Far Cry with like real, very realistic Far Cry 5. Not my favorite. You finished Starlink? How long did it take you to finish it? I have no idea like how long the game is. You know, people make it sound like it's like 50, 70, 100 hours, something like that. Like it's like this big sprawling space adventure.
Where you been now, Newt? Don't be boiling now, Pappy. I's gone but 10 minutes I was.
15 hours? Oh wow, so wasn't that bad at all. That's good. I'm excited to play that. I'm gonna get it for my son for Christmas. He really wants it a lot. And I'm hoping on Black Friday I can get him one and a couple ships and a couple pilots and just, you know, turn it into a thing.
You understand what they're saying?
Not much of it. What we doing, Javier?
Okay, you take cover by the rock over there. I'll create a little distraction, and then you jump them, okay?
What kind of distraction?
You'll see.
What the hell?
Oh, swanking heck!
What the hickory happened here? We got to put this out, don't you? Oh.
Great shot.
Let's take them out quick. The rest will be on their way. We got at least one in the cabin and the window.
Alright, so I got quite a few folks. 4? And nobody knows where I am. I also don't have a window. No. I'll come back for you later. Jeez, get outside. This is a big place. I don't want to search anything that advances the story until I go through the house and everything, just in case it clips me back out on the road or something. More people come. So let's do everything else instead. Oh man, my back hurts.
There's no place else I can store it. Hey, Arthur. Give me a hand here. You want the money or not? Come on.
Chill out, dude. That's a constant in the game too. Everybody keeps yelling at you to come do the thing. I did not want to pick him up. Now I'm covered in blood. Let's go back in here. There's a lot of stuff in this place. Alright. Let's start here. Really got nothing. I don't need more cigarettes. Nothing over here. This is an interesting color. Alright, so I don't have any gun oil, so let's see if I can't clean up one of my guns. Now I can take that one. No use for bourbon. Let's start over here. It's an interesting place. I swear moving this guy around, it's just like Batman or something, just trying to get this guy to move around. Anything over here? Nope. Let's search in here real quick. Nothing. Oh man, I've got too much rum to carry. I should drink some. What is this thing? Hair tonic. That's that weird walking around thing that happens. Ooh. Pump action shotgun. What happened to the one that I had? Did I drop it? Oh, I did. I don't want to do that. Screw that. I shouldn't have cleaned that gun. Alright. Now let's go get the money. Come on, dude. Go! Run! Jog! Move! There we go. Don't run into the fire. Turns like a boat.
Well, look what we have here.
I told you it was worth the trouble, didn't I?
Yeah, you take this. Let's split up. I'll meet you back at camp.
Sounds good.
How far am I away from that bear?
Yep.
Man, I wanted to go fight that bear again. I think he's up here. I used to have a map that told me exactly where he was. Where the hell did the bear go? Maybe I'm not opening it correctly. My Xbox just got really, really loud. Incredibly loud. Treasure maps, is that it? Recipe, maps, collection of maps, photographs, journal, letters. No. No, I don't want to open the map. Ugh. There we go. Collection. Legendary animal map. That's what I want to open up. So there's a bear. It's top 8. Middle. Let's see here. So he's like up here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Then I will go this way. And make the long ride down to that mission I never did the last chapter. It bothers me because I keep seeing it on my map. So now that I guess I'm over here, let's make a thing out of it. Uh-oh. Got wolves about.
Must hurt like crazy. Just my luck.
Want some help? God damn it.
Well, that must have hurt. He's dead. He doesn't need that dollar anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
There's that long ride I was telling you about, where I saw a guy get kicked by a horse and I've seen a couple deer, but I'm so far away from my camp, I can't take the deer back because it deteriorates, and I don't want to kill it just because I don't need it. I've got food, and I've already eaten today. You know, there's no like traveling missions. There's no legendary animal am I in? Legendary elk. I guess we can try to cut him off. Oh, he took off, didn't he? I thought he'd come at me.
There we go.
Where'd he go? Obviously went down this hill. I'm gonna get my horse killed. That's him right there.
Yep. Okay there.
Ted, I mean, in all seriousness, I would. I don't think it's a bad game at all. It's a good game, but I'm still grasping it to see like what got everybody so, I don't know, amped up, pumped up for it. I'm not there with it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really what the game is. I mean, quite honestly, like if you're like, what's the loop? The loop is, you know, you ride your horse to a mission, and shoot some dudes, go fishing, and you ride your horse to another one, and the riding part takes a while. And like I said, you can get fast travel. It's just when I was reading about it, I just didn't think it was worth it. One, it costs like $450. You have to upgrade your camp a few times. Ooh, I don't want to go over there because I'm wanted. So I'll just go down this way and chase the river a bit. And oh, don't drive off a cliff. Oh God. Pay attention to where the hell you're going. So you have to upgrade your camp a few times, and then like you have to go to the map in your camp to use the fast travel, and it fast travels only the places you've been, which I haven't done a whole lot of backtracking to begin with. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. It just didn't seem really worth it, even though I'm, you know, just riding endlessly isn't my favorite thing to do. I need to cross the river. There's some gunfights you can get into.
Get me the hell out of here. Come on, shoot the
You want to go the other way?
He's gonna shoot me anyway, isn't he?
I'm gonna tell the law all about you. If they ever come out here.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm shaking in my boots.
You son of a bitch!
Alright, what can I get rid of? Let's eat an apple. I'm gonna use that if I ever go back for that bear. Alright, let's go do this mission. Back on the road. All the way down to the south side of the map. So you say too much realism. So you have to feed your horse. I'm sure you've probably already heard about it. You got to feed your horse. You have to feed yourself. You have to change your clothes if you like get blood on them. You have to take a bath. You have to shave. It's not like in your face, do it all the time. You know, it's not that bad. But you got to do it like basically almost every time you go back to camp. It's probably a good idea to do it. You have to upkeep the camp, which means you got to keep it stocked with food and provisions, medicine, and ammo, because the people, you know, the people in your gang depend on you to support them, which is probably my favorite part about the game so far. You know, I like this whole, you know, we're thugs, we're gangsters, we're criminals, but, you know, we still have a family, and we're all in this together. So that's probably my favorite part. I like upgrading the camp and putting money in the box and being that, I guess, that provider, that person that gets everybody going, but, you know, I don't think in the gameplay element, I don't think it's as bad or as weird as San Andreas. But without the fast travel, you know, the fast travel doesn't bother me at all, actually. If there were more things to do while I was riding from point A to point B. You know, like, while I'm doing all this, if there was more to do besides hunt an animal that I can't bring back to camp because I'm so far away because I can't fast travel back to camp. You know, it's like, here's one of those things. You could talk to him, and he may have like a mission for you. So like those white dots, you could come over here and do something like that. And usually they're really, you know, like go deliver a letter or something like that. So I just wish there was things happening or things to, I don't know, things to find maybe besides animals. It's like in Breath of the Wild, there's a bunch of empty space, right? But they're like camps. You know, I haven't come across like a whole lot of like raider camps that I need to take out or anything like that. There's no action from that element. Also, you come across like towers and shrines and things that you can do. So like, I haven't climbed anything, and I'm sure, so like, I haven't climbed anything like climb, but like being able to climb stuff, find things. Apparently there's like dinosaur bones that you can find. That was one of the things I just unlocked maybe last night, which I haven't really I haven't sat out to do quite yet. But, is he on that rock? Is that where it's telling me to go? And I think, I mean, I don't blame them. I think the world doesn't feel, I wouldn't call it empty as much as they're trying to make it feel real. But, you know, it's one of those things where like Kevin, when he played Uncharted, right? He called it rock climbing simulator because he felt like all he was doing was climbing rocks. I understood the criticism he was trying to say was, you know, I'm here to play a game, I'm here to have fun, and I just feel like I'm constantly climbing rocks. This is kind of like that, almost, but like on a whole separate level, because, I mean, the majority of this game for me has been riding my horse around, and it kind of gets a little boring. How the hell do I get over to this rock? Can I just, like, jump? No. Of course not, Donnie. That would make too much sense. And it's like you can't you can't climb. So now I'm in this weird... Well, I guess I'm not even supposed to climb up there. I'm just supposed to come down here and find Buddy.
Hey, Arthur. Good to see you.
Why? You want rescuing again, do you?
No. I got a plan to make it up to you.
Oh, playing like the Blackwater ferry job, or like you going off scouting and ending up in jail?
Dutch said you was a big shadow cast by a tiny tree.
I don't even know what that means.
I thought you was a tough boy. Not one of those gentlemen trying to protect his riding clothes.
I just know whenever things get real, you turn yellow, lose your head.
Yellow?
Sure seems that way.
So I guess you won't be riding with me to rob the banking coach comes about this time in the Strawberry. I heard one of the O'Driscoll boys yapping about it while I was inside.
You and me? Do robbery?
That's what I said, didn't I?
After you.
And these are the fun parts, like when you get to do, especially the big ones. I kind of wish maybe there was more of those, like when you do a big train robbery. Those are fun. That's when you get to be like a cowboy.
Can't exactly stay in town now, can I?
Hang on, my wife's texting me. While I do that, I'm gonna use the bathroom and grab like a granola bar or something. I'll be right back, Ted. grabbing a granola bar turned into making a leftover sloppy Joe sandwich. It's kind of cold. How are my Browns doing? They're down 26-12. Oof. And Baker doesn't look like he's having a great game by the box score. It's good though.
Told you, I ain't going back to Dutch without a peace offering.
So what's the deal with this coach?
What do you mean? Comes through about this time every day, like I said, the end.
I mean, how many men? Guns? Riders?
Nothing serious. It'll be fine.
I heard the bank's been hiring every trigger man they can get of late. The meaner, the better.
You worry too much.
Forgive me if I ain't wholly faithful in something an O'Driscoll told you when you was half drunk in a jail cell.
Let's get that off. That waymark.
He kept yapping about it, saying how they've been hitting it on the regular. That's a good lead in my book.
Damn O'Driscolls are everywhere now.
Bastards got a hold of most of Big Valley. Heard they took over some big ranch north of here.
How the hell you and Lenny end up down here, anyway?
Oh, you know how it is? Few loose ends. Drink here, drink there.
What loose ends?
Nothing that needs to concern you. I always pay my share.
It concerns me when you put us in danger and we don't realize till it's too late. Like that move you pulled at Strawberry. Making me kill half the town just for your precious guns.
Precious they are. You need to roll a little looser, Morgan.
Looser? I seen you come full undone more than once now, and you only been running with us a few months.
Are we gonna rob this coach or bicker about it? What's done is done.
Guess we're robbing it.
Then let's do it. Ha. This is the spot. Hold up on this ridge. Easy.
It's pretty.
They should be here in a little bit. Hold tight.
Which way will they be coming in?
Should be from over there. We need to hit them fast before they get into town.
Just don't lose your head this time.
Of course, tough guy. They should be here any minute. Look, here they are. Right on time. Get covered up. Come on! Ride! Yeah! This is a robbery! Stop that coach right now!
Not again, you sons of bitches. Calm down.
See? I told you this would be Morgan! covered now. It's just you and me, sweetheart. I'll give it to them. They put up half a fight at least. Yeah! Hey, look! Come on, boy! Here. Fine new rifle, too. Here you go, Arthur. From me to you. That's more your style than mine. What did I tell you? Like flicking butter off a knife.
Something like that. You don't want to just break it open here and be done with it?
Could be more than we can carry. And there might be a second crew of riders tailing.
All right, then.
Not to mention, we ride back in with a big take and a new wagon to boot. Dutch can't say we ain't pulling our weight no more, can he?
I ain't sure I trust this new act of yours one bit.
Listen, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I got no beef with you. I reckon we're allowed to like you and me.
Now, hold up there.
Dutch knows I'm a feller that gets things done, same as you.
Gets things done. Shit! Now we're being robbed! Get across the river!
What the hell? Come on, Arthur, get out of there! You dumb bastards! Damn! You okay?
I think so. Just keep your head down.
That's finished. They're goddamn O'Driscoll!
I can see that. What's the hurry? Why is it every job I do with you ends in a pile of dead bodies?
Since when did you have a problem killing O'Driscoll?
You've got a point.
Let's strip this coach then. It clearly ain't going nowhere now. Hey, give me a hand with this, will you?
I sure will after I loot all the bodies and collect my money.
Let's just finish it and get out of here. Let's take what we can and get the hell out of here. That lock should shoot off easy enough. I'll give you the honors. On account of, well, this little mess. You shooting it or
Where's
not?
the lock?
Just thought you'd want the honors. I'm done. That should do it.
Come on, let's see if all this was worth
All I see is you, me, a river full of dead O'Driscolls, and a lockbox. I'd say we're golden here, Morgan. Look at that. What's the cut here?
It's good. Just make sure the gang gets its piece.
Yeah. Like I said, big shadow, tiny tree.
And like I said, that still don't mean nothing. Now, get out of here. Go see Dutch. Make sure you ain't followed.
I know, boss. I know. It's been fun.
Now I can pay off my bounty. Where's the nearest bounty place? There. That's where I want to go. One person said they... Oh no. I didn't even see that.
Easy now.
That weird thing again.
Okay, boy.
Well, so much for trying to split the gap. Jesus. I didn't get reported. They always like investigate a crime. Even like if you kill the witness, like that area will pop up. If you stay there, then they'll find you and they'll come after you. Or at least that's how I understand it. So you notice my wanted thing went away because I wasn't around. I killed the witness. If I didn't kill the witness, then they would know it's me and they would have put a bounty on me.
Yeah, good boy.
The hell is the place closed?
I see you there. Give me a minute, please. Good on you. Get a fresh start.
Now I don't have a bounty on my head, which means I can go back into town without all the bounty hunters in the world coming to hunt me down. So where do we go from here? Can't go to Blackwater. Basically just have to go back to the camp. Okay, which is yet another really nice ride. I think I'm gonna take the railroad. See if I get hit by a train. Am I going the right direction? Yeah. Take the train tracks across the crossing and then peel off to the right at the next station. Got it. Saves a lot of time as long as the train doesn't come while I'm over the river.
Open the damn lock, or give me the damn key.
It's a stage company lockbox.
You think you're a dime novel?
Damn it.
So I've been told. Yeah. Easy. Where's that ranch? I'm not driving that
I'm not driving this carriage all the way there. It's a long way.
Boy. Yeah.
Just don't understand this at all. Hey, over here!
What's the problem?
Problem? No, there's no problem. Quite the contrary. Well, there is a problem. For me, but not for you.
All right. I ain't got time for
No, wait! Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it forever. I'm sure you will have heard of me. Maximo Cristobal Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
Can't say I have.
There has been much written about me. I once had high tea with the Viceroy of India. I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had many women. I've spent the last 3 months hunting treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful country. Reminds me a lot of Almeria. But tomorrow I set sail for the island of Shikoku in the Japanese archipelago in search of the legendary Tokushima Sapphire.
Well, good for you.
No, hold on. You see this map here? It was made by the Jack Hole gang. They rob banks all the way from here to California.
Yeah, I know who the Jack Hall gang are.
Oh, them you have heard of, but me? Huh. Well, rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in this area, but were killed before they could retrieve it. They created 2 maps to ensure it was well hidden. This is the first and should lead you to the second. You just need to follow the landmarks drawn here.
Me?
Yes! Unfortunately, I am out of time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price of $10. A trifling investment for a man such as you, given the potential returns.
Do I buy his treasure map and go on some little goose chase, and he probably is just like a con man?
Well, $10.
It's only $10
and it's
though.
Yours.
Maybe I find gold. I could just rob him.
Well, I'm interested in the map, but not so interested in the haggle. Why don't you just hand it over instead?
Yes. Hey, what is your problem? No voy a morir por este mapa, estúpido.
Did he just disappear? There he goes. What the hell? What the fuck? Barely moved. I went down a little hill. Jeez.
Howdy.
Oh, Ted, thanks, man. I appreciate that. They're friggin' awesome. I know Jason and Sean, they tell me drop in all their streams, and I'm sure Caroline as well, man. Yeah, I've already started to get tired. It's just horse, gallop, 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 gallop. My ADD preconceived gamer needs stand evident. I could have went. I mean, I could just go riding around the map trying to figure out those landmarks. I don't want to do that. This map's too big and there's way too many rock formations that look like that. Although I have a pretty good idea where that is. I would never be that. I would just look it up online.
Stay right there and don't move. You got a bullet coming, you don't stop still.
So let's see here. Which gun would be best for this? Probably this one.
This here's a hold up. You know what to do. Any requests for the Undertaker?
Let's go rob these fellas and take the money. There is a yeah, there's a like a morality, a good and a bad. So like if you're bad, the way I understand it from some reviews and some Twitter folks, like I'm playing pretty much like an outlaw, like just a bad guy. And if you're bad, I think you earn more money because obviously you're stealing and picking up more money. But if you're good, you get more money, or like you save more money when you buy stuff at shops. So if you're bad, people don't want to do business with you, I guess. To be quite honest with you, while it's here and I am doing like bad things, I don't think it's made that much of a difference to me. Like I haven't noticed something like egregious that would make me want to play one way or the other. But yeah, anybody that like backtalks me or says anything, anything like that, like they're done for. Unless like, so when I go into town here, Dutch doesn't want us to use guns because we just get ran off from our last camp, spoilers. So, you know, I try to abide by like the gang rules. I try to take care of the gang, take care of the family. But yeah, outside of that, I'm just playing like I'm basically just a murderer. I just rob and steal, and which is interesting because you go into these cutscenes sometimes he has with folks from the camp, and he's like very conflicted. And I guess maybe they were hoping that you would play it, I guess, kind of both sides of the fence, because I'm not. I'm like, this makes no sense, because he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like, I do. You're just shooting everybody. It's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, that was kind of a purpose thing for me. I didn't want to play the nice guy, just gets caught up in the bad. We do. There's too much of that already.
Yeah. I heard that down at the well.
All right, where's the fence guy? I guess this is it.
Welcome, mister. First time to my shop?
Yes, it is. I have never had this much money. I guess I can buy some weapons. I can upgrade the camp. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, what's the best camp upgrades?
Folks come to me for crap. Remember,
I do love you get to pet the dogs.
Come here. You okay, boy? Hey, boy. Hey, boy.
It's so good. Every dog should let you pet animals. Such a sucker. Alright. So I sold all that money. Now what do I do with it all? I mean, it's good to have bounty money, because the story just gets you bounties. Like, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. So you got that weapons store, general store. I guess I go to the gunsmith first. I don't need any clothes. I don't think. I've got warm and cold clothes. I go to the butcher and buy some meat, though, for the camp. I do that. I guess I'll buy an upgrade of something at the camp. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to buy. So that was weird. It's like I just hit like an invisible wall or something. Alright.
Welcome back. What can I offer you? Been a mite suspicious about the new faces in town. Rhodes is welcoming to be sure, but we can't just let all types have their way.
So guns are locked. Man, I'd like that. I think I already own most of the guns that I wanted that are unlocked. Yep. Accessories. It's not bad. Couple $100 in upgrades. Now I gotta change.
Okay, now let me see.
Well, maybe some
I
other
need some other time. I just bought a bunch of stuff. Let's go to the general store.
Welcome back, sir. Take a look. Any questions, feel free not to ask.
Hey, wait.
How's your friend getting on with those new clothes? Not something a lady should be wearing, in my opinion, but each to their own, I suppose.
I'd be very surprised if you had a lady, my friend.
Well, not right now, but I've had my share. Anyway.
Now,
There was
let
me
just
with my
look in
hopes
here.
up. Okay, so long.
Looking to sell your wares or buy some of the finest meat to ever grace this town?
Looks fantastic. Thanks for your assistance.
God damn drunk horse.
You okay?
Couldn't pay no attention. You there? Yeah. Would you watch my cargo here while I go find someone to deal with this?
Sorry. Take care of your own mess.
A world full of nice people, and I meet all the assholes. Boss gonna be sore on this tomorrow. I won't stop you.
Yep. Whoa, easy. Okay there, boy?
Hey, Arthur.
Hey, all good out here?
I think so, but I don't know. I thought I heard something.
Arthur?
It's probably not. Of course. Oh, hey, Arthur.
Hey,
Good
Arthur.
evening,
What's
Arthur.
going on?
Hosea and John are looking for you. They went out to the moonshine stash, said you knew where that was. They was planning a visit to the Braithwaite place, but John needs to do something for Dutch now, so Hosea wants you to join him instead. Seems to be a lot going on.
You're telling me. Okay, thank you.
Let's see. Here comes the expensive stuff. See? There we go. Jesus, this mess. Alright, so let's see here. Tonics with premium liquor. Let's restock the food. So I don't want any more. I don't really craft. Buy a boat. I already have a boat. So I could just steal a boat. I already bought chicken coop. So let's start with this, I guess.
So, apparently, the horseless carriage is a reality. In Germany. I read about it in the newspaper.
So that map is the fast travel. Which probably get me more money than anything else I'm gonna do. Should probably buy it.
Well, maybe the horse can
Why not? I got.
Hey, you two, mind your manners a little.
Mr. Pearson, he takes good care of us. Looks pretty good.
Good evening, Arthur.
Well, I needed this.
Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Reverend.
Do you think the Pinkertons are finally gonna kill us?
Perhaps.
I'm so worried.
There should be some real good eating.
Hi, Uncle.
Hey.
Hola, Tilly.
Hi, fellas.
Many thanks.
How are you?
Can't complain.
Good.
Good job, Mr. Morgan. Hey there.
Good evening, Arthur.
How are you?
Evening, Arthur.
Tu pasión no la comprendo. Si la comprendo, no la puedo expresar. Voy a esconder.
All right. I'm
tu
bored now.
languido
It's Arthur
gemido.
Morgan.
Ya en la tumba va a poder descansar. Yo no siento el que me hayas querido. Yo no siento el que me hayas amado.
Hello, Arthur.
Solo siento el que me hayas cambiado por otro hombre más inferior que yo. Ángel de amor,
All right,
pasión no la
I'm gonna turn in.
comprendo. Si la comprendo, no la puedo expresar.
That one always puts a smile on my face.
Hey, Arthur. Can I have a quick word?
Yes, Miss O'Shea.
Ah, call me Molly, would you? Arthur, how is Dutch? I mean, how does he seem to you?
I'm about the same as usual, I guess.
I really love him, you know. But if he... Like he always says, loyalty is everything, so...
Arthur! Excuse me, Miss O'Shea.
What you want?
I bring a gift. The great gift of information.
So you got some tip-off, so now I can risk my neck and make you some money while you lounge around.
You know, Arthur, bitterness, it works on the inside as well as on your sour face.
If you say so. But you could go find some other fool to run your errands.
Bill, come on over here. Will you be my other fool? You too, Charles.
What are you talking about?
Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said...
Hey, I'll do it, as long as you ride with us.
I got a serious medical condition.
Yes, you are a compulsive liar.
No need to be like that. Charles, have I ever lied to you?
I hardly know you.
Exactly. Now, you boys should do this. It's easy, and I'll only take a small commission for my information. But it's now or never.
Then it's never.
Oh, God help me. Fine. I'll do it.
Well, what is it?
It's a supply wagon carrying payroll, but very briefly unguarded, apparently. As it passes through a crossroads near here where there's an old ruined church before it connects with the rest of the wagon train. Very easy pickings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
You are a sick man, Arthur Morgan. A very sick man indeed. Come on then, you miserable bastards.
The soundtrack is very, very good. It might be the best thing about the game. I'd be interested to just listen to the soundtrack. I might try to do that this week at work.
While you boys been off fishing or playing lawman or whatever the hell you've been doing, I've been getting down to business.
Finding the nearest grog house.
Hang on a second, I was texting my wife. did not want to do that. Dummy.
Hey, you don't want in on this, Williamson, that's fine by me. Do us all a favor. Head home.
Just give it a rest, you two.
Just have a little faith for once, will you? I've been scoping jobs like this since you fellers were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Once a decade, maybe. So what is it you've scoped here exactly?
Well, I told you. There's a wagon with a lockbox passes through every week. They switch outriders just north of here, but the front wagon's by itself for a stretch before the last run down into Rhodes. Okay, hold up here.
We should cover our faces.
They'll be passing through the crossroads up ahead.
That's pretty.
When? Soon, Williamson. Christ's sakes. Should be due any time now.
Let's keep this quiet and clean. Nobody needs to die here.
There! You see, gentlemen? Just like clockwork. Yeah!
Oh, am I not allowed to kill everybody? Well, that's not nearly as fun.
There! You see, gentlemen? Just like clockwork.
Stop the wagon! I said, stop the damn wagon! Whoa! Now, don't try anything stupid, and we won't do anything unkind.
You know, boys, I don't want to get shot, but this is a mistake. I work for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar, Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
Oh, great.
So you know him?
Who doesn't?
I hear he's rich enough to share the wealth around and not miss it too much.
Oh, he'll miss it.
Okay, why don't you check out round the back?
Arthur, help me out here.
Good work, pal.
Check the boxes at the back, Arthur.
Let's see what's inside. Okay, we're looking good. Must be nearly 1,000 here. Shit! Hey! Think I see something!
Oh, great.
Let's go! Arthur, let's go! Yeah!
Hold it right there! Drop your goddamn weapon! Right now!
Yep.
Calm down, sons of bitches!
Right, feller! Boom!
Let's go! Come on! No! Where? Where are we going? Get out of here! We're kind of done quick! Keep going! We're losing them! You ain't getting away from this! Let's go! You won't make it out alive!
There's too many of them to fight them all.
You can blast when you have to, can't you? Just shut up, Williamson. Get back here. Come on, Arthur. Yeah. Quick! Get off the trail. Into the woods. Let's shake him and get back to camp. No, we need to find a place to lie low. We can't risk leading Cornwall's men to camp. All right.
Whoa! Let's hide in here. Quick!
Yeah!
Come on! Get out of here.
Get out of here, go on. I'll see you later. All right, let's get out of sight. Stay until dark, and then we'll sneak out of here. Charles, you keep watch for now.
Sure.
Well, we, get some rest. All right. Let's try and get out of here. Hey, shit! Absolutely. Shut up, old man.
Look, I was just trying to...
Shut up. There's a light over by the house.
Damn. Hey, now let's just keep this calm. See what happens.
Is this your place? Kinda. And you didn't hear nothing? Why don't you just tell me, partner, what you heard? Tell me what you heard. I don't... Maybe I heard some noises out by the barn a while ago. Ain't me. Better not be. All right. Coopforth. Low. Go check out the barn. Sir.
Well, the place looks deserted enough.
Sure. You head inside, I'll go round the back.
God damn it, Arthur! What was that? Let's fly at 'em, boys! We got more of the bastards on this side. Yes. More on the right here. We try that again. We're helping to keep this coal, Arthur!
Ooh.
You got another surefire plan for us, Uncle? They're behind you! That bastard! Everyone still breathing? I am! You would be! Oh, shit! Fire! The oil from that lantern! Damn it! They're coming in from the front! We got more on this side! Let's head to the woods! Into the trees! Come on! Where are we going, Bill? We'll try to lose him in the woods!
There's nobody following us.
Let's split up a bit. Try to confuse them. Arthur, with
I want to go loot all those people.
Quick! Behind these rocks.
They're coming this way. Perfect. We need to do this
Oh,
quietly.
this is a cool scene.
You take the left and I'll take the right, okay?
All right. Shh.
You see anything? Not yet.
Uh-oh. Clearly those boys ain't as quiet as us. Guess we should go give them a hand. We all still alive?
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, I'll deal with you later.
We got some money, didn't we?
Sure, but now we got Cornwall on our backs.
It was an
again.
honest
Hey,
mistake.
leave it. Go on, get out of here. Every man split up. Go on, run, quick.
Good luck, gents.
Stay quiet and move.
It was a really good scene. I like the woods.
You gotta pay for that.
Damn, he got away.
Idiot. Yep. Time's up! Son of a bitch! Move in! Easy. It's okay. Start! I won't stop!
Where is the light coming from? Am I standing in fire? What the hell just happened? Alright. That's something, I guess. Now I have a bounty. That's where I gotta go. It's good because I need to sell some stuff anyway. I guess I'll buy that upgrade for the camp. Because why not? You gotta spend your money on something. And all my guns are locked. I don't even know if I need to buy them anyway. The guns I have seem to get the job done just fine.
Easy, whoa. Yep. That ain't the way to her heart.
Never mind, just here.
Take me off this horse! Okay, lower me down, please. Please untie me.
Good Lord.
Oh, Braisby, you came when you did. I don't know what would happen.
You just get home safe, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Bastard. Come on, pal. Yep. Yeah.
What the hell just happened? I'm trying to shoot the boar, not study it. Pull out your damn gun!
Idiot. Slow up now.
All right, man. Go have a blast. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out. It's always fun, man. You make it possible for a lot of us to do this, especially you. I don't think a lot of folks would stream, man, if you didn't do what you did. So I appreciate it for what you do. Not for us, but for everybody.
Oh my. Hello again. I thought you were sweating a little.
Thanks, partner.
I just... ridiculous.
done listening
right,
to your
there.
bullcrap. None to
All
see.
day,
Move
every
along
day.
now. That's it. I'm gonna knock you upside your head.
Back to work before I bust a pair of you.
That's all damn night. This ain't how it looks.
I can't believe that worked.
Everyone guess what's coming, don't they?
Drop. Drop, Elma. Drop, drop, drop. Keep pressing drop. Jesus.
Come on now, boy. Giddy up.
Morning, Arthur.
Good morning.
Arthur. Arthur.
What do you think of the place?
I don't know. So far, it seems okay, I guess.
I think that there is rich pickings for some carpetbaggers like us.
Is that what we are, is it? Avenging your father's death after 30 years?
There's gold, Arthur. Gold.
If you say so.
Hi, Kirby.
Morning, Arthur.
I can't see. That's not what I picked at all. But thanks, bed. I went to sleep. Oh. I think that's going to do it for me. Yep. I think I'm done. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out, especially Ted. Ted258 in the chat is a superstar as always. He's the man.